Hi everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live 2019. My name is Roxanne and I'm joined by my colleague Demetrius, Sam, Mr. Tara from PlatinumGames, who is the director on the brand new action game on Nintendo Switch, Astral Chain, and Ryan, who will be interpreting for him. Would Mr. Tara like to open with any opening remarks?
まず最初になんかお言葉とか。
はい、プラチナゲームズの田浦隆久と申します。今日はアストラルチェインをですね初めてプレイ動画をプレイを公開させていただくので、ぜひ皆さんお楽しみにしてください。
So I'm Taura-san from PlatinumGames, and today is going to be the first time that we're going to be showing off play footage from the game. So please, everybody at home, we'd like you to enjoy.
All right. All right, good. So I get to jump into it? All right. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we got a special treat. We're going to show kind of the beginning of the game for you guys. So what you see here is kind of a character sheet. You can select between a male or female, but it's kind of note that these are actual sisters, brothers and sisters. I'm going to today go ahead and select the male character here, and I'm going to go through and customize this character real quick. Let me put my name in there. We need to give a name. That's right. I got to make this important.
Yeah, while Demetrius' name and his character and customizing his look, I did see a police logo in that background there. Could Mr. Tara sort of elaborate on the game setting, the story, and the characters we'll be encountering?
後ろに警察のロゴが映ってますけれども、ゲーム全体の世界観についてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。地球を舞台にした近未来の世界なんですけれども。異世界からのですね侵略を受けていまして、もうほとんどの大陸が汚染されてしまっている状態で、人類はですねアークという人工島に逃げ延びているんですけども、そこにもついに魔の手が迫ってきて、今まさに事件が勃発しているっていうところからゲームがスタートします。
So the game starts. The game is set essentially in the near future on Earth. And all the land of the Earth is under attack from another dimension where it's being polluted by this mysterious matter. And there's essentially an attack from the other world, and that's how the game starts. The game is also set on a place called Ark as well.
実際ゲームの本編はこのキャラクター選択の前にもちゃんとシナリオが入ってたりするので、そこも楽しみにしていただきたいなと思います。
Actually, the game also has a part that you can play as well that happens before this, so we'd like you to look forward to that as well.
And I want to highlight this rad transition.
Oh, we love this.
It's so good.
Here we go. So we're in File 1 Startups. The file is actually kind of like a chapter for those who are wondering. And right off, you're going to see it right out the bat. We're actually kind of more in a motorcycle chase. I'm on a hot pursuit. So we're going to see a lot of different styles of gameplay in this game. It's really, really, really great.
Yeah, jumping right into the action, wasting no time whatsoever.
We've got several eyewitness reports of gate openings in Central City, Zone 36.
So we're going to start taking down these enemies. And then Sam, why don't you just kind of describe it?
Yeah. Actually, while we have Taro-san here, I was wondering if he might want to talk a little bit about this sequence and about some of the enemies that we're encountering here.
今タウラさんに目に見えているシーケンスについてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
ここがまさに今事件が発生した場所に主人公が向かっている最中のところになってまして、で、攻撃ボタンだったり移動の操作だったりとかっていうのをこうシューティングゲーム風に学ばせてくれるような演出になってます。
So this actually is taking place just as the player is heading for the place where an incident has taken place. And to make the controls easier to understand for the player, they're set up kind of like a shooting game.
アクションゲームとしていきなりシューティングゲーム始まっちゃうんでちょっと驚かれると思うんですけども、ここでいろんな会話とかも展開して世界観を最初に分かりやすくなってるんじゃないかなと思います。
And it may be a bit surprising to start an action game like this with a shooting sequence. However, it allows for a lot of exposition to happen concerning the story. As you can see, the people are talking.
I almost thought I was going to get hit by that. I'm glad I still dodged it. All right, so we're almost there. I'm making our way. Whoa!
And about what Tara-san was talking about starting the game with the shooting sequence, I think that just kind of highlights a lot of the gameplay variety that we're going to see in this game.
Oh, I don't want to get hit there. Come on, get him. There we go.
Nice.
And we can see Akira is talking to the main character currently. Akira is the name of the younger twin sibling, so the gender you did not pick becomes a very central character in the story.
That's right.
And then right now you notice that I actually using what's called an X-Baton. It's a weapon that's actually going to transform into many different styles that I can use. It's going to go back in my little holster there.
Yeah.
Okay, so file 1, hot pursuit. There we go, and S.
All right.
Good.
So one thing to note too is that this game has different play styles. Right now I'm set to standard play style, so you'll see that I got an S rank based on time. I'm a defensive driver, and I got run and gun. And I got some bonus medicine that I can use to heal. So what we're going to do now is we just wanted to show you kind of the intro. I was really happy to show this off. So what we're going to do is actually jump to a little bit more in the future of this game, a little bit like play it up a little bit later. So I'm going to actually cut to something different. Okay, let me grab this other controller here. All right, let that play. Okay, now once I see that switched over, I'll be ready to start. There we go. So now you can see that I'm actually in the Neuron Police headquarters, I guess you would say, right? Right here, I'm still the same character design. So what I'm going to do now is I want to kind of get to show you guys the basic action. This game has a lot of depth to it. So what we're going to try to do is just kind of break this down for you guys a little bit at a time, because there's so much to it, and it's super, super great.
Yeah, and to elaborate on what Neuron is specifically, Neuron is a special police task force whose members are equipped with legions. These are sentient weapons. We've shown a little bit in the trailers, but you do need legions to be able to defend against chimeras, who are the interdimensional invaders that are sort of threatening Earth.
So just to kind of break it down real quick, if I tap ZL here, you'll see that I bring up my legion. My legion is actually going to attack on its own, but if I hold down ZL, I can actually move it around with the right control stick. So it's going to allow me to have a greater finesse. Now you'll notice that there's a little energy bar down there. As that dissipates, it's the amount of time I have for my legion to be out. So when my legion is attacking, I can actually tap the ZR button and get into my own form of attacks. Now this is just kind of the basics. So what I'm going to do here is go into some training with Jin. It's kind of like my first real assignment after I got my legion. I'm just going to kind of bash through this. I'm just going to explain. Jim wants me to train. He's going to give what's called a legatus unit. It's kind of what you see right there, house in the back. Everyone that has a legion needs to have this unit strapped to the back. It's like a casing, I guess you would say. It's also going to grant me use to the iris. That's why you see my character's eyes light up.
Great. Looks like it fits.
All right, it does fit. So I'm now going to go back. Go back.
That's your legatus.
Okay, legatus cradle. Legatus cradle, excuse me. I'm going to skip to this. Now I need to go train over here, so I'm going to press close this out. And kind of just start with this iris right here.
Yeah, and a little bit more about the iris. The iris is like an augmented reality layer on top of the environment that will highlight special items, and it has other uses that we'll see a little bit later.
So what I'm going to do now is hop into a training program real quick, just to kind of show you guys some basic action. I'm going to fight some chimeras, a humanoid form. And why don't we ask Taro-san about kind of just the creation of legions.
今レギオンの話が出てきましたけれども、そのレギオンについてお話しいただけますか。どのように発想
まずそもそも2体で戦いたいというところからこのゲームの発想はスタートしてるんですけども、単純に、敵に圧倒的な力がありまして、その敵を捉えて、その敵の力を使って戦うっていうような設定になってます。
So from the beginning, we wanted to create a game where you controlled two different characters at the same time, but the enemies have this like very extreme power, and so yeah, we wanted to elaborate on something where you captured an enemy and made use of it.
なのでレギオンと、その敵がキメラっていうんですけれども、すごく似た形状のものとかも敵として出てきたりします。
And the enemies, they're known as chimeras, but among the legions, there are legions that will show up that look a lot like the chimeras that you'll face.
So taking a look at some of the stuff that Demetrius is getting into here, you can see he's using that feature where you can control your legion to wrap them up and bind them. And that'll hold them for a few moments where you can get in some good attacks, just like this.
And I could switch freely back and forth between what's a small baton and what's also going to be called the blaster. All right, I'll just keep playing this. I gotta stop. Oops, I don't want to pull the iris. By that, let me stop real quick. Training menu. All right, we want to quit training.
Have enough of this program?
Yes, I have it enough. That's enough for now.
That'll do for today.
And again, that's just the basics. There's going to be a lot more options that we'll show later on. I think it's so much fun.
今やってもらってたトレーニングとかはこの警察署でいつでもできるようになっているので操作が難しいなと思う方はいろんなトレーニング用意しているのでぜひここで練習してもらいたいなと思います。
So the training that you just saw is one of many that are actually available to use at the police station. So for anyone who feels that they haven't gotten used to the controls yet or they want to practice more, there are lots of those specifically for those types of people. So we'd like them to make use of it.
他にもなんか服を着替えたりとかショップを利用したりとかいろんなことがこの拠点の中にはあるのでそのあたりも楽しめるんじゃないかなと思います。
Besides that, there's also places where you can change your clothes and buy goods as well. So we'd like people to check out those stores and those other features, and they'll have a good time, I think.
I think so. I gotta say, us all at the office have been kind of gushing over this game. Especially us, the action fans. We really, really love this game. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and kind of go out on our first real mission using Legion. So I'm gonna go up to this heliport here, meet Max. I'm gonna skip this first little cutscene, then I'll let the rest play so you guys can get a sense of the game world. So I'm gonna skip this one.
And the police headquarters is really cool. Like Taro-san was saying, there are areas of the police headquarters where you can do training, but you can also go to customize your character and to purchase other goods and those sorts of things. So it's like an open environment, and the music in there is rad.
Oh, yeah. Great, great music. All right, so this is going to be another cutscene coming up here, so I'll just let this play out.
We're getting a look at the city environment here.
Very futuristic.
ここが今回発生した事件を解決するためにやってきた場所でさっきトレーニングルームであったアイリスっていう3D ホログラムを見る機能を使って最初操作を開始します。
So this is the first time that you're going to be able to use what is called the iris, which you guys mentioned before, to be able to solve an incident that occurred before you arrived.
そういった3D ホログラムの表現とかSF っぽい部分っていうのがこのアストラルチェーンの特徴的なグラフィックになってます。
And I think that these kinds of like science fiction type elements are very exclusive to Astral Chain.
Listen up.
Sounds good to
We've
me.
got nothing to go on right now except that our perp is probably a chimera.
Okay.
If it is, we need to know as much as we can before we engage.
All right.
Time to look for clues.
So we're going to look for clues, starting with right here. You're to see right there is a little bit of red matter. We're going to actually use our iris to start kind of using all this investigation sequences.
Iris is on, people.
All right.
First, let's see if the security cameras caught anything useful.
Okay. We're going to use this, so I'm going to go and use my iris.
Yeah, so what you're seeing is a holographic playback of what the security cameras captured, what happened before your arrival here.
Yeah, so I'm going to look at everything. You'll see that there's a lot of different clues. I can see the falling debris, but this right here is going to grab the most detail or most interest, so I'm going to start with this.
We call that red matter, solid corruption. It's all around us, and thanks to the Legion, now you get to see it.
All right.
The Legion can clean it up for you. Go on, try it out.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, like the captain said there, I'm going to actually tap the ZR button, have my Legion, hold it down, and then move it around to clean up this.
What do we have here?
It's going to be a handprint.
Between the size and the red matter, I think we can say this isn't a human handprint. So
I can say that as well.
It's one with giant hands.
All right, so giant hands. And you're going to see here is we have that first police note. So something we want to keep in mind when we're actually trying to solve this mystery, this investigation rather.
I really like this part of the game because it highlights legions are not used just for the battle element of the game. You do use them during investigations, the exploratory elements. So it's very balanced in how you use legions going forward.
And we were talking about red matter just now, and I was wondering if Taro-san would like to talk to us a little about the general detective gameplay elements, but also go into a little bit more detail about red matter.
今ちょうどそのレッドマターの話が出ましたけれども、
はい
レッドマターの由来とかアクションゲームにはめったにないこの推理のエレメそれについてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
そうですね、まずレッドマターに関しては最初にお伝えした通り、この地球が異世界によって汚染されているっていう表現を表すためにいろんな場所に散りばめられています。
So just as I said before, the world is under attack and being polluted by this mysterious force, and the red matter is located in different areas to show that the world is actually under attack.
でそれをレギオンを使って先ほどのように除去することができるんですけど、それがアクションゲームとしてはマリオのコインを集めるような遊びになっていたりします。
And actually you can use your legion to steer it around and clean up the red matter that's scattered around, and that becomes kind of like using Mario to collect coins.
I think that's a good way to put it, though. For all of us who like to collect all the coins or all the red matter. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't move on until I've cleaned up absolutely every bit of red matter there is to clean up. But so what Demetrius is doing here is he sent out his legion to kind of spy and listen in on this conversation. And that brings up an important point about legion that I don't know that we've touched on just yet, is the legion, as a member of Neuron, you're special. You can see the legion, and you can see the chimeras, and other regular folk that aren't part of this special task force cannot see that. So that when that legion was spying on those guys, they didn't know it was there.
Correct. Okay, so and with that, we gathered 3 police notes, and now we're trying to put it all together. So, what can you tell me about the physical characteristics of the chimera that caused this mess? Well, it has giant hands, obviously.
Seems to.
All right, so big handprint. All right, so why did the chimera come here? Sam?
Probably to drag someone through the gate.
All right. Excellent choice.
We've been through this before.
We're no rookies.
Yeah.
Now comes the hard part. There's no doubt we're dealing with a chimera.
All right, so we know essentially what the captain is breaking it down over is we know that something serious is happening. This giant hand means that something's threatening this area, and it's going to be up to us to kind of look for this creature, this chimera. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what it could be, but we're going to hunt down its tracks and kind of get through that. And so here's another use of our Legion and how we're going to do it. I got good listener. Oh, I'm just dropping S's all day. Yeah, perfect. All right, I'm like, where is this going? Okay, so right here, I'm going to bring out my Legion once again, and I'm going to find tracks, and I'm going to use it to essentially...
You got the trail.
There we go, yeah.
今見てもらってるみたいにレギオンを使えば敵のキメラが残した足跡のような痕跡っていうものを具現化して追いかけるようなことができるようになっています。
So just like you did right now, and like people saw, you can actually use your legions to pick up on the trails that are left behind by enemy chimeras and follow them.
それを追っていくことでターゲットの敵にたどり着くこともあればまた別のものにたどり着いたりとかそういったところもゲームの至るところに入ってたりします。
And there are all over the game there are places where you follow these tracks and you may wind up at the enemy that left the tracks, or you may wind up at something completely different.
Right.
Oh, before that though, hold on. Let's just take a quick bathroom break. I gotta use the restroom.
レストルーム
It's too much water, right?
Is that right? It said it was an automated toilet.
これはステージに隠されているものでこういったものを見つけると後々いいことがあったりするような隠し要素が他にもトイレ以外にもたくさんあります。
So the toilet that you just saw is hidden in every stage. There's a different toilet, and if they're a hidden element, and if you find them all, then something good will happen.
That's amazing.
事件解決のためにまっすぐ進むもいいんですけどああやって寄り道してもらったらいろんな発見があったりするのでそこも楽しんでもらいたいです。
And you can just plow straight ahead and go straight to solve whatever the case is that you're on, or you can explore, and the game is made with lots of places to explore in mind.
Yeah, if you explore these environments, there's lots of different things you can find, namely a red matter to clean up, which there's a percentage that appears on the screen when you clean up red matter, and I invite everyone to try and get 100%.
Oh, okay. I know this. Everybody's probably watching me like, you missed something.
Yep.
Clean it up. All right, let me try to concentrate so I don't get beat down.
Yeah, we've got a giant gorilla-looking chimera here.
I gotta get into this. What I'm gonna try to do is actually move to the back so I can start getting some crits.
Yeah, you can see the damage numbers. All of the white damage numbers are doing a normal amount of damage. But if you attack the enemy from behind, you'll get those critical attacks. And those are indicated by the yellow damage
no, you
numbers.
don't.
Nice dodge.
今プレイヤーキャラクターは銃を撃ってるんですけれども、銃以外にも他に2種類の武器がありまして、合計3種類、あとレギオンは5種類あるので 3×5 の組み合わせでいろんな戦い方が楽しめるようになってます。
So what you can see right now is Demetrius, as his player, is using the gun mode of the X-Baton, and the X-Baton has 3 different modes. And as far as the number of legions is concerned, you have 5 different legions. So 5 times 3, you have that many different playstyles that you can combine with weapons and legions.
ここまだ序盤なんであんまり持ってないんですけども、どんどんゲームを進めていくとそういったところが増えていくような構成になってます。
This is still the beginning of the game, so Demetrius doesn't have that much to choose from, but as you progress through the game, you get access to more things to use.
Oh, wow. He's taking me down. All right, let me do this and then get some heals.
Good idea.
Nice. あと今警察官が敵になってしまってるんですけども、これがさっきお伝えしたレッドマターだったりキメラの影響によって人間が変異してしまってる状態ですね。
And you may have seen right now on the combat field that one of the police officers actually transformed into an enemy. And this is actually due to the influence of the chimera or due to the influence of the red matter that's polluting the world.
Right.
で主人公はレギオンとつながることによってその汚染への耐性が強くなっているのでキメラとも対等に戦えるようになっています。そのあたりがシナリオにも深く絡んできます。
And because the player is connected with the Legion, their resistance to red matter is actually stronger, and also they're able to fight on equal levels with the Chimera. And this is actually going to play a bigger part in the story as it goes on.
That's right.
There we go.
Nice work. Oh, I love that, like, kung fu action film 3-cut that you get.
See, I jinxed it. I was getting S's, and then I get to the boss. I knew better than that.
Well, we got the chimera.
Yeah, there is an option to replay any previous files you've completed, so
you can try and improve your rank.
Yeah, you can.
I got hit too many times there.
Jin here. Do you copy? It sounds like a gate just opened up not far from you two.
Okay. So, essentially what you're seeing here is that actually wasn't the chimera that we were looking for. It wasn't just quite the one. We still know there's something out there with giant hands, and that was coming to that gate. So, what we're going to do here is just kind of keep investigating. And right in front of us, we're going to see that there's a small little rift. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my Legion to actually take care of it. There we go. Let's get rid of that. And I'm just...
Are you out of medicine?
I am out of medicine. Right. It's okay. We can get
health
to this.
is low, so that's why the screen is a little bit
yeah, that's why. I'm wounded.
But I really like this attention to detail. It actually reminds me of Nier Automata, which had a similar effect when your health was low.
Okay, so now that you can see 2 people being a little bit rowdy, so I'm just going to subdue them.
Yeah, just because you're a member of the Neuron Special Task Force, that doesn't mean you get out of doing regular police work.
Correct. I want to see if I can find some medicine off. I think there's a chest, so I can get rid of that. Right here.
Oh, there are a couple of them.
All right. We've got a chimera.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Now let's continue on. You can see I still see this path here.
The trail ends at that wall.
So the trail ends, but we're going to keep continuing on. I'm going to clean up as much as I can.
Thank you.
Sam won't forgive me, and I can't forgive myself here.
Right, and as Demetrius is cleaning up red matter, we can see the limiter gauge, which is that blue gauge that determines how long a Legion can stay on the field. That goes up. And he's also getting duty points, which is indicated by that logo on the top left.
Kind of looks like a flower to me. All right. I don't think a gun's going to work there.
Yeah, so once again, even though this is a fellow police officer, she can't see the Legion.
You gotta show me how you did that.
So she's a
Hence
little
that.
surprised.
All right, so we're gonna go around this corner here, and you see, oh, I get bowled over.
Come on, hurry.
People are scared.
But you were standing in the way.
I know. I was trying to set up the drama.
Up there. Let's get it.
All right, snatched.
Yeah,
So we
this-
wanted to kind of end like right here. I think that's where we're gonna have for today.
Right.
But I'm sure that maybe Tara-san would have some notes to say at the end of this.
Yeah.
何か最後にお言葉とかありますでしょうか。
そうですね、ここからさらにどんどんいろんな展開が待ってまして、物語が動き出していくような、まあ、冒頭の部分なんですけれども、さらに楽しくなってきますので、ぜひこれからの情報をお待ちいただきたいなと思います。
So this is just the beginning of the game, and right here, from here, there's a lot of different twists and turns that are going to happen. So I hope that everybody is looking forward to seeing exactly what happens and waiting for more information on this game.
Okay. And again, I just want to iterate that was also the tip of the iceberg of combat. You're going to see some
Right.
crazy stuff coming up soon. All right. That's all for me, I think.
Yeah, as Demetrius mentioned, the battle system and the moves that you have access to, it does get deeper. We are going to show a little bit of more depth tomorrow on Treehouse Live. So there's a little bit more Astral Chain to look forward to.
Some good stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. We're really excited to show that off. As a reminder, Astral Chain is out August 30th this year. Next up, we have 2 new trailers, so stay tuned. And after that, Nintendo Treehouse Live will return with some Daemon X Machina.
Oh, yeah.